makes a mistake and you shut down the entire Newsx channel. That is what BJP is trying to do.
But sir, nowhere has there been a crackdown and a mass arrest of any students. These are only students that took part in this particular protest, and their names are on the posters, sir. And by any stretch of the imagination, those posters are highly provocative and anti-national in their appeals. So, sir, where do we draw the line? I mean, don't you think it's important also to make an example of certain students who take a patently anti-India position?
Rahul, we have maintained that anybody who propagates anti-India sentiments, take action against them. Please lodge a criminal case against them. However,
okay. So are you suggesting, sir, just to be clear,
can you please let me complete with due
is the
regard
Congress
to you?
Position this? That
No, but can you, sir, you ask me a question, you don't let me complete, you ask me
No, sir, please go ahead.
So
sorry, I apologize. Please go ahead. Please go ahead, sir.
But to send police into JNU campus, to search women hostel through male policemen, to go into room to room, to pick up those institutions and organizations, whether they are of left or others, and also lodge cases against them who had nothing to do with the protest in question. Purely because ABVP has no roots in JNU, and there is from FTII, IIT Madras, Hyderabad Central University, there is a systematic attempt to stifle the voice of students on part of the Modi government. Is that fair and correct? Take action against guilty, but don't brand an institution, a great institution like JNU, as anti-national. It's the biggest disservice to India that BJP is doing.
Okay, so to be absolutely clear, what you're saying is that the police follow-up action smacks of a witch hunt. That's what the Congress party position is.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Surjewala, for sparing the time and sharing your views with NewsX. It's quite clear that the Congress party has decided to take a stand where it is going to question the police action rather than the event itself. I think that's the distinction that the Congress is trying to draw via some of its more articulate spokespeople.
Let's also go across the BJP spokesperson, Rahul. We are joined by RP Singh as well. RP Singh, you heard the exchange between Rahul and Randeep Surjewala right now. Comments first.
Sir, Mr. Rahul Gandhi will rent a cause to be in limelight for any reason. I mean, he'll pick up any cause. Is he serious about, are they supporting the radicals? I mean, if police have all the right to search and detain anyone for that regard under Section 65 of Delhi Police Act. And what are they doing? Is police acting against all the other students, only people whose name were there in the poster, people were chanting, India ki barbadi, hamari jang jab tak jari रहेगी, jab tak India ki barbadi hogi. What's wrong in it? And what are they trying to do? I mean, I'm shocked that Congress is trying to espouse the cause of extremists or the radical thought processes in the campus. Is that Congress fought? I mean, they claim they fought the national freedom movement. They were part of the national freedom movement. Did they this for this reason?
No, Mr. RP Singh, Mr. Surjewala also said that they're not questioning any action against those who actually committed the act, an anti-national sloganeering or what have you.
What are they acting? What is the reason then? Well, why rent a cause? Well, what is the reason for Mr. Rahul Gandhi to be there? Only for photo ops. He was there in Pune. He was there in Hyderabad. He'll be there in any other institute. He was there in Dadri. He'll be there anywhere for photo ops. But what is the follow-up after that? Has he been there to Pune thereafter? Has he been to Hyderabad thereafter? I mean, that's only because he'll think for a day he'll go for a photo op and then it's over after that.
Okay, we also understand, sir, that Home Minister Rajnath Singh met left leaders earlier in the day today and they asked him to perhaps ensure justice is done in the case. They're questioning the authenticity of the evidence of the Delhi police, not to mention their tactics as well. Now, they say unless an independent probe is launched to get to the bottom of this, they will keep saying it's a witch hunt.
No, let Delhi police has gone to court. Let court decide. I mean, is Mr. Rahul Gandhi bigger than court? Or the left, Mr. Yechuri or Mr. Raja is bigger than court. Let them present with lawyers in the court and let them contest in the court. I mean, I'm not saying whether that boy is right or wrong. I mean, but what I could gather from the evidence or what I could see in the television and what I could see in the posters is categorical that they were chanting anti-India slogan. They were saying India ki barbadi. I mean, who will accept this?
No, assault also has come to the entire right wing, sir, not just the BJP. Of course, there have been theories propounded by Mr. Yechuri himself, who says that there might be some evidence or some gossip at least there that this was staged, organized or managed and this was disrupted by the ABVP.
And they can cook up all these, they can bring up all these stories. But who brought out that poster? In that poster, is name.
Right.
Who organized that gathering? It was not BJP. It was not Vijayati Parishad. It was organized by the student leaders there. So they have to face the tune.
All right, Mr. Singh, stay on with us. Stay on with us. We'll also go across to Abhimanyu now for more details. Abhimanyu, we understand Rahul Gandhi was greeted with black flags when he reached JNU. Who exactly was protesting against him? And what's the update now? When are we expected to hear leaders start speaking?
Well, they are expected to start speaking anytime, although it is being expected by their supporters. And of course, there are different sections of students from several parties with several affiliations who are currently present in the campus. So certainly there is an array of voices which might come up. And certainly there have been allegations from the left parties that this is an attempt to stifle opinion, and it has become a rallying point for all opposition parties whose student groups were not even directly related to this issue, and they are stating that although they are reiterating their nationalist stand and completely condemning all anti-India slogans which were chanted, but on the other hand, they are also claiming that there is some high-handedness on the part of the administration and the police when it comes to the arrest of students, as well as the charges which have been framed against several students. They are deeming those charges as cooked up, and they are even questioning the evidence. They are demanding an independent probe, whereas on the other hand, the center